Right, so the answer is actually no. Now the question is, well, how many handshakes are there? Well, since order doesn't matter, we're going to have to use combinations. Okay, so we have so this is a combination, in other words. Okay. Now, how do we figure out how many handshakes there are? Well, the way to think of it is this. You can form a pair of two people, when they're going to shake hands, right? The two people in the same pair are the ones that are going to shake hands. And so really what you're asking then is how many pairs can you make where order doesn't matter? Because for each pair, you get a handshake. Each pair of different people, I mean. No one's going to shake hands with themselves. So we're going to have C of 110, comma 2. So that's what's going to happen here. And that turns out to be this number. That's what that turns out to be. Okay, so that was good. Are there any questions about that? Yeah.
How'd you get 5,995? Like, I'm trying to figure. I'm just a little confused because I'm trying to figure out like the 110 and the 2. Can you just explain how that happened?
Sure. So there's 110 people in the room, right?
Well, that I understand. I just don't know how you got like the answer.
You understand how I got the 2?
Yeah, no, I know the 110 and the 2.
Okay, so basically it's just from the formula. Or what you could do is this. Oh, someone told me there's an NCR button on the scientific calculators. Oh. Well, so what I used was Desmos. Let me get the Desmos and I'll show you, okay?
Okay.
Let me just get to that. Wait, I gotta stop sharing this for a second. Okay. So here we're in Desmos, right?
Okay.
Oh, wait, where are you? Oh, there we go. But if you click on Math Tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Scientific Calculator. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now what you can do, let me see, where is it? Here it is, function, F-U-N-C. Here it is, NCR. You see that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So then that I'm using, so the first number is N, and the second number is your R. And you can see that's how we get the answer.
Yeah, I was just confused. I was trying it like on a regular calculator, and I was like, I have no idea how this is happening, so I figured it out.
On a scientific calculator, someone just said that the NCR button.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome question. Let me get back to the Microsoft whiteboard. Are there any other questions? Desmos, that's what I did. I downloaded that on my phone. You could download Desmos on your phone actually. So that's what I used, even though I have Desmos on the computer here, but I can't share my phone with you guys, so. Okay, so for the next one, number 8, can everyone, so you have 25 people running in a race, and the top 8 finishers are going to move on to the next, to the finals, that is. So now the question is, okay, well, is that a permutation or combination? Does the order make a difference, in other words? But you have 8, again, the 8 people coming in, right? The 8 people coming in, they're all going to win the same prize, so to say, right? They move on to the finals. So for this one, whether the first person finishes or the 8th person does, they all advance to the finals, right? So for those 8 people, order is not going to make a difference. So order will not make a difference. So that we have a combination. I'm skipping number 7, so just to let you know. Mostly because I think it's worded very poorly. So this is a combination, actually, not just one. There we go. Okay, we want to know how many there are. Well, there's 25, right? 25 people racing. We care about the 8 people finishing. We have this. So again, what you can do is you would go to, so for this one, you can do the NCR thing. What am I doing? Here we go. So that number, again, this I got from the calculator, this number. What did I get? I got, there it is. So this is 1,081,575. Wait, they can't see that. Let me move that over. Okay. But again, you can get this number using that NCR button, kind of like what I did. Again, it's in the Desmos calculator. You can download that, or you can use the website like I did. Either one. On the website, you have to click Scientific Calculator. All right. Really hope that makes what do you call it? Makes sense. So, oh boy. Okay. But does that make sense, like the worksheet and stuff? So, I figured the worksheet would be something different instead of me just lecturing the whole time. So, I figured it'd be good to do that. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lecture a bit. Oh, sorry. All right, that's all right. Again, the worksheet I did email. So, all right, let me keep going. Okay. Now, let me just say also that there is homework that is due on the 30th. Okay, that's homework number, what is that? Homework number, I'm not sure what homework number that is. Oh, no, it's number 6. Oh, there's homework due on the 30th. And I do plan to give another quiz this week, probably, well, let me see. Well, if I do, I'll let you guys know. I'm hoping to give a quiz this week as well. As before, it will be on Lumen, so. I know some people, I think, email me about missing quiz 4 or not being able to finish it. Again, if that's the case, don't be afraid to contact me. I understand, there's going to be issues with technology. I understand, with this pandemic, things are not easy for all of us. So, don't be afraid to contact me, okay? I'm here to help you, so. All right, anyway, so what I want to do now is I want to actually start chapter 10, although I think I might have started it last time. However, I really just feel better going through it again. So hopefully it's okay to do, but let me do that. All right, let's do this. Okay, so let's see, is everyone? I did email the notes, so you should have this. Everyone? Okay, just double check. All right, let's do this. Okay. So here in chapter 10, we're looking at statistics, okay? Now, what is statistics? Well, basically, that's when you're going to gather, analyze, and make predictions using numerical information. I know I said here obtained in an experiment, but it's going to be obtained in an experiment or an observational study where you're analyzing a group of people. Or a group of objects, I should say. Basically, what happens in statistics is you're going to analyze, as I have down here, groups of people or objects, and you're going to make predictions about them from collecting data about them. I mean, for the most part here, we're going to look at groups of people, but you can really look at groups of objects. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to present some vocabulary today. Like, for instance, what's a population, what's a sample, that kind of thing. We're also going to see different sampling methods. That's what we're going to see as well. Basically, I guess I'll say it here. Populations, that's the group that you're studying. And usually it's not going to be a small number like 10 or 20 people. It's going to be in the thousands, maybe even millions for all we know. Your population, depending on your study, could be everyone in New York State. Possibly everyone in the United States, for instance. That could be your population. Now, I don't know about you, but I do not have the patience or energy to talk to everyone in the United States. Going to everyone from door to door, calling everyone on the phone, that would be very tedious and very time consuming. Probably expensive too, I would think. So because of that, what we have to do is consider a sample. And a sample is just a sub-collection of people. That's what it is. A sample is just a sub-collection of people. And there are actually ways of obtaining a sample. Unfortunately, you can't just do whatever you want. You can't just say, well, let me talk to these people for convenience. Unfortunately, you can't do that because you want your sample to be representative of the population. And if it's not, that's where things can go wrong. And not today, but what I do expect to go through are experiments and observational studies. And yes, we do experiments when we analyze populations, but we can also consider observational studies. Experiments are usually what people in the medical field use when they're testing a new drug. For instance, a vaccine like the COVID vaccine. I'm guessing they're using experiments to see if whatever vaccine they're making works or not. And they're presenting data as well. And presenting data as well we'll consider. Generally with experiments, there's a group of people that get the treatment and a group that doesn't, and you have to see what affects them. But we'll see that later.